Hey, it's Bree, and don't worry, I know what I look like. You're getting ready with me. And I'm also gonna tell you guys why I got fired, because I could tell by the comments in my last video that you guys are some nosy bitches. Before we go ahead and get into all of that drama, which seems to be never ending in my life, I just want to go ahead and say thank you to Celie hair. Considering I am unemployed, a bitch appreciates a sponsored video. So I actually finally got my box, and I'm gonna go ahead and unbox it with you bitches. It comes in the cute little pink box that I just showed you, and then the hair is actually in this bag right here. I got a 10-inch bob, and I'll kind of like put a picture of the look that I was going for, because I had a bob like 2 years ago and my friends got tired of that look, but I looked cute nonetheless. I looked cute, so I kind of want to go back and try that look out again. Along with the hair, I also got a wig cap, one of the mesh ones. You guys get a pamphlet where they show you guys the other hairstyles that they have, other options that you guys can get. So one of you guys left a comment and told me if I didn't talk about the subject matters that I talk about here on my channel, I would probably get monetized or sponsored. So I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you again, Celie Hair, for sponsoring this video, because it seems like even a messy bitch like me can get sponsored on YouTube. Let's get ready.
A lot of boring math later.
And I'm back. And it only took me 2 hours. I went ahead and bleached the knots on this wig, and I was feeling a little edgy, and I went ahead and bleached some streaks or highlights in the front of my hair, because that's like something that I see a lot of the girls on Twitter doing, and I always wanted to do that, but I knew I didn't want to pay for a wig and possibly mess it up. So thanks again, Celie Hair, for providing me with this wig and sponsoring this video and allowing me to be able to express myself. I actually love this hair, dude. Like, when I say that it reacted so well to the conditioner, this hair is so soft right now, like you don't have no idea. And I was just so excited to get back in front of the camera, because this is my first time doing something like this, like doing the little bleaching in the front. You guys don't understand, I have been so scared majority of my life to do anything to my hair, mainly due to the ignorance of my hair. Like, seriously, I had to shave my head last year, so obviously I don't know much about hair, but I didn't go ahead and glue this wig on because I was excited to get back and talk to you guys. All the information for this wig, of course, is going to be in the description box below. Make sure you guys go ahead and check them out, because customer service and communication is A1. Who is texting me, bitch? Let's get ready so I can tell you guys why I got fired from my job. So let's get into it. You guys know I do the same thing in all these get ready with me's. I gotta prep my face with some witch hazel, some moisturizer, and the Mario Badescu rose water. You good? It's essential. I'm never gonna change it. You can complain all you want, tell me to buy new shit. I'm never changing my skincare routine. You guys are going to absolutely tear me apart in the comments below, but my friend Maureen, she gave me this Morphe concealer, and it's literally like the same color as me, and I've been using it as a foundation. So basically, I work through a temp agency, and it's easier for me to work through a temp agency because I genuinely hate working. Like, I hate the concept of a 9 to 5. So I like the temp agency because they take all the responsibility of looking for a job for me. They sent me on this assignment around November. So I was working at this particular company from November up until last week, which is a really good time. And it makes me look good with my temp agency regardless, because when I get sent out for assignments, I'm there for months. Like, I'm not just there for 1 month and they're like, oh, we're good. Because if you're a temp and you're sent out and you only work for like a month, especially in the industry that I'm going in, which is like fashion and beauty based industries, if you're there for a month, then they didn't really like you. Like, if they terminate the assignment, especially because the temp agency that I work with, they send me on like longer term temp to hire assignments. The assignment that I had before the one that I was recently fired from, I was there for about 6 to 8 months, which is really long for a temp to be at a position. And I did so good at my last position that I actually thought that I was going to be promoted, and I even did a whole video about it. Like, I did a whole get ready with me. This is before my channel really started popping. I did like a get ready with me because I thought that I was going to get promoted, and the job, you know, they took me to lunch and they were telling me how I was so valued, and then at the end of the day on my way home, I realized that the assignment ended. So I kind of felt like jaded because of that, but I knew that because I was appreciated at that position and because of the good word that they put in for me, that I was going to be quickly placed in another position. And I say that to say that I feel like the same thing is going to happen this time. Like, I'm either going to find my own job, I'm going to do YouTube full fucking time, or I'm just going to get placed really quickly in another position that's going to last long. Because I get jobs. Like, this particular position, I started working there in November, like a little bit before Thanksgiving, because I remember it was really weird. Like, I went to work for 2 days, then it was Thanksgiving, then it was Christmas, then it was New Year's. So the first couple of weeks at that assignment were rocky, okay? Now, here's the thing, like, I hate working. Doing YouTube and like taking pictures for Instagram and tweeting, being an influencer, that's like where my priorities are. That's like what I want to do. And right now that I have this opportunity, you know, well, I guess being unemployed is not an opportunity. Only I see it as an opportunity, because like, if one door closes, another door opens. So it's like, okay, I got, like, the assignment ended over here, but I still have a channel. And the whole month of February, I was not uploading consistently. So I kind of feel like me being fired helps my situation, especially on this platform. And I'm kind of like in a situation where I'm like, do I want to go back and get a 9-to-5, or do I want to be a full-time YouTuber? But I'll talk about that, like, I'll talk about that. It's not really much to say about that position. It's just that, like, it was a beauty company. It was in Santa Monica. It was right by the train. It was very convenient, you know. It was a very, very diverse workplace. I mean, diversity. It was like a millennial's dream. I kid you not. I'm about to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit, because I have it and I feel like it doesn't get enough attention from me. I got fired because I never showed up to work on time. I live 2 hours away from where I worked. So I would wake up at 5 and I would have to be out the door by 6. And I just didn't have that level of discipline, bro. Like, I got my first job when I was 18, and I never took jobs seriously. That's why I was actually surprised that you guys wanted to know why I got fired, because it's 100% my fault. I would get 2 buses, and then I would get on one train and then transfer to the next train. It would take me 2 hours to get to work and back. And that didn't discourage me, because I mean, I need to pay my bills. So I wasn't like butthurt that I had to be on public transportation for 2 hours, because that's just my reality right now. But that was like the first contributing factor. I kept beating the oh my god, I've never been this late to work challenge, because bitch, on my first day I was like an hour and 14 minutes late. But that was literally like my first impression with that company. I was like an hour late. And dude, like, it got to a point where I was completely out of control. Like, I wanted to do YouTube, and this is when my channel was popping. Like, I wanted to do YouTube full time, fuck a job. Like, it wasn't fuck a job, but I kind of was like finessing the job. Like, yeah, I need this job, but I saw it as like babysitting or like perfect attendance. That's literally how I saw my job, bro. And it's like, I always know that people are going to get in the comments and act holier than thou and act like they love their job as receptionist for whatever they do. But I'm not that girl, and I don't talk for people like that. I don't talk for people that are content with where they are in life. So it's kind of like I went from being 20 minutes late to 30 minutes late to an hour and 30 minutes late to 2 hours and 30 minutes late. Like, the latest I had ever gone to work was like around 1:30, and that was because like I just wanted the money. I was like, you know what, I don't know what I was thinking. It did get to a point where I was just like out of control of it. I couldn't wake up on time. My alarms would go off. I would set alarms 2 hours early and I still could not get up. I felt like, I don't even know. I feel like you can do whatever you put your mind to, and I was really trying to put my mind to being on time to this job, but at the same time, YouTube is life. At the time, my mindset was I would rather stay up all night working on YouTube and then go to work fully rested. It was complete entitlement. There's no way around it. It's like, I kind of saw it as I was having 2 jobs, and if I literally legally had 2 jobs, there would be no excuse why I would be late to the other one. Like, you can't go to your other job and be like, oh, well, I needed to get full sleep from my other job, because at the end of the day, nobody told you to get 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? But it was just entitlement. Like, I am a millennial at the end of the day. Like, I'm not about to slave for a capitalistic system. I don't even understand why I'm being taxed for income. Really explain to me in the comments below, why are we taxed for acquiring an income? You can't explain it. It don't make sense. Yeah, tardiness played a big part. It was a big contributing factor into why I got fired. And another contributing factor was that I started to take a day off every single fucking week. Like, every single week I found an excuse not to go to work, and I would call them like my mental health days. But my friends was like, damn, like, how do you even still have a job? And it's because I did. Like, everything that I did, from being late to calling out once a week, twice a week, it was to save energy to do my channel. And that's the truth. That's probably, I mean, shit. Like, I'll give you an example. I would call out if I had been working on a video for 2 days and it was the 3rd day and I really did not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it already takes me 2 hours to get to work, and then I spend 8 hours at work, and then it takes me 2 hours to get back, that's like 12 hours of my day gone. And then I only have between 8 and 11 o'clock at night to edit my content. So I would just take the whole day off and edit the video and shoot it out. Like, there was like 2 days to edit a video. Unacceptable! That's unacceptable. I just started to resent my job. I felt like it was taking from my passion. Sometimes I would be in there listening to these conversations, fake smiling. Oh, did you check your email? Oh, did you see my Slack? Oh, like all this shit that I just did not care about. And yeah, that might sound like juvenile. It might sound immature, but like, to the people that are like on my wave and they get where I'm coming from and they know that there's more to life, being in an office workplace setting is literally soul killing. Like, I couldn't do it, bro. I would be at work sitting at my desk brainstorming YouTube ideas. Some of the best YouTube ideas I got from sitting at that desk, not working, doing bare minimum, like, for real. So after about like 2 or 3 months of consistently being late and like doing whatever I wanted to do, my job sat me down and they were like, so I need you, like, my supervisor, the girl who I was working under, like, I was her temp, she sat me down and she was pretty much like, look, I need you to show up on time to work, because they're asking me if I even need you, and I definitely need you. Like, the position that you are in is very much needed, but when you show up when you want, when you take all these days off, then pretty much payroll kind of sees it as, well, why are we paying this girl? I noticed that, like, my supervisor would tell me, oh, just make sure you're working at 8 hours, don't work more than that, because I would be there from like 9 to 6. And he would start to tell me like, oh, can you just leave like exactly when you get to the 8 hours? But I know that that was also because of the fact that I was showing up 2 hours late and still managing to get my full hours because I would just stay later. After that conversation, like, I really wasn't bullshitting my supervisor. It really was like a conversation that needed to be had, because if they kept letting me get away with it, I was gonna keep doing it. Like, I was gonna keep showing up when I wanted. And that's one of the things she told me. She's like, everybody notices what time you're coming in. Like, people are watching you. And I'm like, just filling in my brows with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I used the NYX pencil to outline them. After that conversation, I really truly got all my P's and Q's. I was only like 3 to 5 minutes late, or something. I wasn't even really late, bro. Like, if I was late, it was only 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Like, I was doing it to prove to my job that I could get to work on time, and also to myself, because prior to that conversation, I had just been full of excuses. So, your girl was showing up. So let's just say I'm showing up on time to work for about 2 weeks before everything starts to go down the drain, y'all. So tell me why my supervisor and her supervisor, they end up getting fired. So I go to work one day, and I wasn't really that late. I was probably like 15 minutes late. And I saw that my supervisor, she was going to a meeting, which was common. She was always in meetings because her job was like really important. So she was always in a meeting. And that's usually how my day started. But I saw her, I clearly saw her, right? And then 2 hours go by and somebody's like cleaning up her desk. And I'm like, hey, is so-and-so here? Because at this point I'm like, what's going on? Like, am I tripping? Like, I know for a fact I saw her. And why did my coworkers, they were like, no. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so y'all blatantly lying to me, but whatever. Like, I don't really care. That's not the point. The point is they lied. Because, like, it was Friday. So it was about like lunchtime, like a little before lunchtime. The entire team that I worked with, they called me and they called the other temp into like an office, and they were just like, oh, so-and-so got fired. This is obviously not so-and-so, two so-and-sos. So my, supervisor and her supervisor, they both got fired, and it was awkward. It was awkward because I personally know how hard my supervisor worked. So when my supervisor got fired, there was a lot of gossip going around that, she wasn't maintaining the company standard and this and that. There were a lot of rumors. A lot of people were coming to me trying to figure out why she got fired, and I really didn't know. Okay? Like, I'm a temp. So when the two supervisors get fired, they get replaced by another coworker of mine who I actually had a really good relationship with. Like, he 100% supported this channel. He was always setting goals for me and telling me to beat those goals, and very inspiring. Like, I never in my life had a boss like him, but at the same time, it makes 100% sense why he fired me. Like, he was giving me a lot of work and I could do it quickly, but I would just stretch it out because I could do it that quick. There would be no point in me being there for 8 hours. So I would just kind of like drag out every project that he gave me. I started getting comfortable again in the sense of like, I'm gonna show up when I want. You know what I'm saying? I started taking days off again. It was like that whole conversation that I had with my previous supervisor had went out the window. It did. And I'm pretty sure that he knew that she had the conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that he knew that my tardiness and, my problem with attendance was a thing that was communicated to me. Like, this guy is far from done. I respected him a lot. And I don't really respect people in the workplace. I respected him. That's why I respected his decision to let me go. So if I had to say what the final nail in the coffin was for me being fired, okay, so I got depressed and I went to the Bay. I already told y'all that story. And when I was in the Bay, I lied to my job, but the truth was I didn't know how I was going to be able to get home from the Bay. Like, I didn't know. So I wanted to buy myself more time because I didn't know if I was really going to get on an airplane or get on a Greyhound. And I didn't want to get on a Greyhound. So I basically didn't go to work that entire week, and it was already President's Day week. So I already had a 4-day weekend, and a bitch took a week off. Now I'm gonna go in on my lids with this Starlit powder, and I really don't remember. I know I got it from Sephora, but I really don't remember the brand of it. I just really wanted a pigment. Why did I do that? I went to work for about 2 more weeks. Yeah. Because I checked my channel, and this was that time where, like, everything in life was just horrible. You know what I'm saying? That was during this time of my life. So if nothing right was going on, of course I'm going to lie and try to, like, at least keep a job. Because the last thing I want is to be unemployed on top of everything else I'm going through emotionally. It's taking me so long to film this video, and this story is not that deep. I promise you. But yeah, the final situation that, like, really got me fired, even though all the other stuff I had previously did, the situation that really got me fired was, like, last Friday. I was up late. I don't know what I was on. I was up late. You want to know the truth? I actually had let somebody move in to share my room with me, and they ended up, like, fucking me over. They owed me money, right? So even though this is my space, I had paid for their half of the space, and I was like, okay, so when are you gonna pay me back? Because I'm broke, and that was not the agreement. And this guy basically went in on me, told me that he basically was not gonna pay me back. And I was up late because I'm thinking to myself, okay, am I going to throw his stuff on the street? Am I going to be a cordial person? Because him and I, we had got, like, in a full-on argument because he was talking about, oh, he was basically going to bring girls to my house that don't like me. They already admitted that they don't like me, that they want to fight me. So why would you bring them to my house to get your stuff? Like, why are you trying to set me up? So I was up late that night, because I didn't know what my situation was. I wanted to know if I was gonna pay my bills on time. I wanted to know, like, if, I don't know. I was just pressed. I was pissed. I'm not even gonna lie. I was pissed because I knew that the situation had escalated to a point where now I can't even sleep, and I need to go to work tomorrow. And this happened on, like, a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So I felt terrible. I'm like, okay, it's Sunday. There's no reason why anybody should be late to work on Monday. You guys always ask me what lip gloss I use. This is Hourglass. But I got this as, like, a sample. But yeah, I would go on Hourglass. I swear to God, I knew it. I knew that something about that day was going to be different. I could feel it. I could feel it. Because, like, the whole argument that I was having was some bullshit. It was stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I could just tell that I was going to lose sleep over it, and it was going to make me late. And I just got this, like, this third sense. I just knew that, like, that was going to be my last time calling out. I could just feel it. No words can describe how I just knew. I just fucking knew. And yeah, Monday morning, I woke up. It was 8 o'clock. I had to be to work at 9. I was pissed. I was mad. I was mad. I didn't even want to think of a lie. I just ended up falling back asleep. Then I woke up again. It was 11. I didn't send any email. I didn't contact anybody at my workplace. And I get a call. It's my temp agency. And they're like, yeah, your assignment ended. Are you okay? Like, she literally sounded concerned. She was like, are you good? Because, like, nobody's heard of you. And then, of course, I had to say, oh, I'm so sick. Like, luckily I had, like, my morning voice on, so I really did sound sick. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sick, I'm dying, yada yada yada. But that's what happened. In the very end, on top of everything leading up to that point, it was a no call, no show. I really don't want to get another job. I mean, I have an interview on Thursday, and that's cool, but it's like, what I really want to do is start a business, create merch, and just every day of my life I am creating content. That's what fuels me. That's what makes me feel like I am here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I was born to work in the office and pay bills and die. With that being said, if you guys like this video, go ahead and turn that thumbs up below. Support your girl. Get those fingers moving in the comments below and tell me what you guys want to see next, because I am going to be filming every single day. Like, I'm about to be pushing these videos out because I really do love you guys. Like, it really does bring joy to my heart creating content. Like, I fucking love that shit. So with that being said, I'll link my Patreon in the description box below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time.